It's race week. Don't screw it up now. Hi, I'm Ralph and welcome to Ageless Runner. So it's race week. You've been training for a lot of months, but finally the time is almost ready to go do that big race. So the week before the race is an opportunity for you to help further prepare, but not damage yourself either, so you can go into that race strong and well rested. Today we're going to talk about 4 areas that you should be concentrating on the week of your race. That includes nutrition, hydration, rest, and preparation. Let's start off with nutrition. So it probably goes without saying, the week of the race you want to have a good diet, emphasize vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. There's some things you want to avoid. For example, added sugar. Cut out the cakes, the candies, the frou-frou, frappuccino, double macchiato, coffee drinks. Those aren't good for your body. Sugar is almost an anti-nutrient, and I have a sweet tooth and I like my sugar, but I really try to cut back the week of the race. The other thing to think about is alcohol. Alcohol, it's kind of good and it's bad. When it's bad, because it can dehydrate you and also disrupt your sleep, but it's good. It can relax you, especially if you've got some anxiety or nervousness about the week. Maybe a drink might help calm you down a little bit. The best advice is to avoid alcohol at all, but if you feel like you need a drink, maybe you want to just enjoy relaxing with a drink, limit yourself to 1 drink per day, with the exception of the day before the race. No alcohol the day before the race. You really want to avoid it the day before the race. Give your body the best condition it can be in going into race day. So no alcohol the day before the race, and limit 1 drink per day before the race. Now, another thing to think about as far as nutrition, so if you are eating more vegetables, more fruits, and more whole grains, is fiber. How does fiber impact your body? You know your body better than I do, but some people can have, maybe I'll use the term gastric distress on race day because maybe they've had a lot of fiber or too much fiber. So as it gets closer to race day, a day or two, you need to decide, do you want to cut back on your fiber so you don't have an issue on race day when you're out there running, you need to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. I don't have too much of an issue with that. However, I will eat very low fiber the morning of the race. Otherwise, I will have that issue where I got to go to the bathroom. So think about your fiber intake, and if you need to cut back a day or two before the race, and especially I would advise you do not eat a lot of fiber the morning of the race. Now, next thing to concentrate on is water, your hydration. Obviously, you want to go into the race well hydrated. How much do we need? Well, the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine recommend 3.7 liters of fluids a day for men and 2.7 liters per day for women. Now, 3.7 liters is just about a gallon. That doesn't mean you need to drink a gallon of water per day. That's kind of the amount of fluids you kind of need. And of course, that depends on your activity level, the weather. Is it hot? Is it humid? Is it dry? Whatever. But you don't need to drink a ton of water a day because you get some through other drinks. You might get it through coffee and tea. You get it through food. Even estimates are that we get about 20% of our fluids from food. The emphasis here is to continue to drink water throughout the week. You know you're hydrated by looking at your urine. If your urine is a light straw color, then you know you're hydrated. If it's darker than that, maybe you're underhydrated. Maybe you need to drink a little more water. So try and stay hydrated. Drink water throughout the day, throughout the week. Go into that race where your body's well hydrated. Now, one thing that I do the day before the race, I typically drink an electrolyte solution. I use Nuun Tablets, and I'll drink one of those day before the race. And if it's going to be warm weather, I will drink one the morning of the race. So if you're drinking lots of water, you may want to make sure you maintain your electrolytes. So either add electrolyte drink or making sure you're eating foods that are high in electrolytes like salt, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and all those important electrolytes. Now, next thing you need to concentrate on is rest. If there's one theme throughout the week of the race, that is rest. This is not the time to be improving your training, improving your body. You want to take it easy this week. Ideally, avoid running. But if you feel like you must run, like you got a lot of nervous energy, do an easy run, but do it early in the week, like days 6 or 7 before the race. Don't get too close to the race to do a run. Again, give your body that rest. Same thing goes with exercising. If you do strength exercises, again, do that earlier in the week, day 5, 6, 7, something like that. By all means, do not do leg day before the race. So you want to, again, stay rested. And of course, the older we are, more rest we need. So it's very important. If you do decide to do an easy run or an easy strength workout, do that as far away from the race as you can. Like I said, day 6 or 7. And of course, try and get as much sleep as you can. That's, if you're older like me, you probably know that sometimes that's not always easily done. As we get older, sleep can be a little harder, a little more disruptive. But try and get extra sleep and take it easy and avoid excessive running or strength training. Now, the final area I want to cover is preparation. By preparation, I mean, what are you going to wear? What are you going to bring with you? You know, I find the spring and the fall the more challenging times of year to dress for a long run or a race, because it can vary. The weather can vary. You might start off and it's cool, but the sun comes out and you get really hot. But you need to decide what to wear. Typically, I would recommend you firming it up maybe 2 days before the race. Usually 2 days before the race. The weather forecast is going to be pretty straightforward. It's not going to change a lot between now and race day. So decide what you're going to wear at least 2 days before the race. Now, the other aspect of preparation is what are you going to bring with you during the race? And by that, I mean hydration and nutrition. Do you need to carry water with you? Do you want to carry energy gels or energy bars with you for your race? If you're doing a trail race, the answer is yes, because the aid stations during trail races are kind of, very far apart. There's only a few of them. Last trail marathon I did, the aid stations were roughly, 6 to 7 miles apart. So you can't necessarily rely on aid stations in a trail race to provide your hydration and nutrition. You're going to need to bring some things your own. Now, road races can be a little different. They can have much more frequent aid stations, maybe every couple of miles. Again, got to decide, can you get enough water there? Can you get enough energy there? Most aid stations offer water and Gatorade. I don't do Gatorade, so I don't rely on Gatorade for my energy. Now, some aid stations may offer energy gels or food. Are you going to rely on that? You're going to bring your own. So you need to think through those things a couple days before the race. And if you decide you're going to carry energy gels or energy bars and you need that, get all that stuff gathered up. Get it ready. Don't be spending race morning looking and gathering all this stuff up. In fact, the last part of preparation is the day before the race. Lay out your clothes, gather up your running vest or your running pack if you're going to wear it, gather up your energy bars or whatever you're going to need, get your watch or whatever you use to track your race, get all that ready, get it all laid out. So when you get up the morning of the race, all you do is get dressed, load everything up, and off you go, and you're ready to go do your race. You want to keep the morning of the race as stress-free as possible. So have all this preparation stuff thought out, get it all gathered up, and that'll make race morning go a lot easier. So race season's kind of in full swing. I hope you've got a couple races you're going to be doing the remainder of the year. If so, kind of take this race week as an opportunity to do your final preparation, get ready, eat well, drink well, and get all prepared. I hope you have a wonderful race. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, scroll down and hit that like icon. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you stick around and hit that subscribe icon. Thanks again for watching, and happy running.